Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today we're going to be taking on the next iteration of Corridor of Awakening. So this is how you get your old, previous free-to-play meta units up to level 120. Now, I'd like to point out that the quote-unquote bug still does exist. So if you go into the shop, I'll give a very brief explanation. If you buy, say, 5 shards of Ranga, alright? You buy 5 shards here, and you feed them into actually Ranga, and then you come back to the flashback shop. For some unknown reason, if we go all the way down to Ranga, all the way down. For some reason, 5 dupes of him will open up here, and then you can buy 5 more dupes, and then 5 more dupes, and then 5 more dupes. So technically, it's going to cost you 5,000 flashback crystals, but about 5,000 corridor crystals and 100,000 flashback crystals. But it's easier than just using all your corridor shards because it takes, all of what you get per corridor season to get 1 unit. But if you have a butt ton of flashback shards, you can get multiple units because you can buy 5 copies of multiple units here. And then if you have enough flashback, you can just buy, the rest of the dupes from here. Now, granted, that's really not a good idea right now because the Flashback Crystal Bazaar currently has the special new tokens that people should be saving for, because trying to get one of these really, really old, almost useless, 5-star units to level 120 is not nearly as important as getting a 5-star selector ticket, where you can just pick literally almost anybody that could help you out, like the Masked Hero, or Wind Trainee, or Water Shuna. So most people should be saving their flashback crystals now. So Corridor of Awakening will come around once a month, and you can choose whatever unit you want to get up to level 120. I only have 6 units left, and I'm probably gonna choose Frey or Misery next. Can't really decide yet. But enough of that, let's go to the actual quest, and we have a few missions to complete here. So 10 turns, 11 turns, everyone alive, and then everyone alive 3 times, and then you use 1 attack skill, 1 magic changing skill, which is Rewind, or an Orb Steal, or an Orb Change, something to do with orbs, an Alt Buff skill, and then a 6 combo of blue, greens, and oranges. So definitely not very difficult. The boss, Rimuru himself, he is not that strong. 112k HP, 5500 defense. He's really a pushover for a lot of players. Even newer players, you might struggle a bit, but it's definitely doable. But even then, you probably won't have any units to even get up to 120. So you're doing this purely for currency to use in the future. But this is the team we're going to use first. I'm going to use the quote-unquote fire team, because Toa, Violet, and Benimaru are currently on a banner right now, and I've seen a lot of people pull them, so it makes sense. Toa's going to make 6 oranges for us, so we can get that mission out of the way. And we're also going to bring Megumin and Cosmo, since they're just from the recent Konosuba collab, and a lot of players should have them as well, and this will enable us to hopefully get a full hand of blues. So we can knock out a few different missions here. If we look at the skills, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magic changing skills. We have 1, 2 attack skills. So realistically, the only thing that we maybe can't do automatically with this team is get a full hand of greens. And, I guess that's it. So let's just jump in. It doesn't have set hands. That's not really that important, though. If we get lucky, we could use Benimaru's Orb Change, technically, and we might get a full hand of greens. I don't know if he'll live that long, though. But let's find out what the opening hand looks like. Okay, well, we can work with that. So let's bring Violet in for hero, and then we'll just send these, and then we'll work towards either a full hand of oranges from Toa or a full hand of blues. Or we could have just gone with the okay. Well, we don't quite have enough, so let's do this, and that'll get us Toa. And maybe we can use... Okay, that works out too. So, here we go. We have this perfect orb change to use Megumin, so there is our full hand of blue mission. And that's also our magic changing mission. Let's use the Violet's attack skill, so now we have the attack skill mission done. And then we'll send this, and the next turn we'll have double Toa, so we can get a guaranteed full 6-orb send. And that'll be the orange mission done, so literally the only thing we'd have left to do is the full hand of greens, and everybody's still alive 2 more times. So, definitely not difficult. Alright, even with Crit and Pierce, he's doing 1700. So let's get Violet out of here, because we need the full hand. Oh man, if that blue was a green, we could have used Betty Maru's orb change. Oh well. We'll just do this, and we'll come back with a green focus team next turn. So, Toa, full hand of oranges. Even if he doesn't live long enough to get to the full hand of oranges, it still counts as sending a full hand of oranges. It just doesn't count if you send 1 alt and 5 oranges, because you specifically need 6 oranges. And we didn't actually kill him there. Alright, well, now we will. Please disappear. And I don't want to watch that. Alright, cool. There we go. Bunches of missions done right there. Everything is nice and easy. Now, you do have to parallel process this like 70 times, or you have to beat it 70 times to get all of the available flash or corridor crystals, which is asking a lot because we currently still have like 2 different parallel processing things going on. We've got Shizu's event, we've got the normal meta event, now we have this. You gotta still do beatdown battle because you need a bunch of currency from there to clear out the shop. But this is leaving in 8 days. Shizu is leaving in 4 days, so you will have time, and this is here for a month. So it's not like you're totally rushed for time on this one. You can spread it out. But the missions that we have left are the beat it 2 more times with everyone alive, and a 6 combo of greens. So let's do an older team that is green focused. Do I have a light 2.0 team set up? I do. All right. Minus Shizu. We'll swap Shizu out for somebody else. Let's go free to play. Let's get Aaron in here for funsies. All right. So Shizu is going to change 3 and 3 into 6 greens. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 orb changers on the team. We have an attack skill with Xion right here, and technically the hero. We've got many, many, many magic changing skills, so we're covered there. And we can definitely keep everybody alive as well. So this will not be any more difficult than the last run was. Really, this event is just got a giveaway, because the devs know that a lot of the old free-to-play units are just not good, right? Realistically, there's about 3.5 units that you really want to prioritize getting to 120. One of them being Isis, Geld, the swimsuit Rimuru from last year, and then if you really, really, really feel like it, you could get like Aaron or Sufia, since they're green orb changers or orange to green orb changers, and Isis is a blue. But Isis and I would say Water Rimuru are your like number 1 and 2 priorities right now, because they just do. Okay, my cat wants to talk. They just do so much for the teams that they're focused on. So let's bring in Xion for the hero. And then let's use the green buff from Isis, and we'll be looking pretty good to start off. It does nerf the oranges a bit, but that's okay. This will get us enough points to get a Shizu next turn, which, you know, is cool. The buff that we just used from Isis is a magic changing skill, so that mission is covered. And now we can use the pierce resistance down, we can use the green damage up, we can use the attack buff here. So now we have many, many missions done. And then we'll make Shizu a full hand of greens, and we'll be ready to go. And this was, again, not very difficult. Maybe for players who literally just started the game last week, and you have 0 options, then you will have a hard time, but you won't be able to use the flashback currency anytime soon. So I wouldn't really worry about it. You've got to like grind the individual units from the flashback shop first to get them to 100, then you need to do this to get them to 120. You need all the resources. It's just not something you're realistically going to be able to do right now. So do what you can for this event. Don't put too much thought into it, and just clear what you can. Get the 5 crystals you get from clearing it, and move on with your day. Because, again, you won't be able to take advantage of whatever this stage is giving you until many, many months down the road. So, Shion, boom, 108 cal, 1000 damage, and we are out of here. We need to clear it one more time, so I guess we'll bring like the new meta in here because it is definitely blue focused. Or we could bring the Konosuba team in here, just because people will have it, and we can clear it with that, just for funsy onesies. Yeah, let's do that. So, Kazuma, Aqua, Megumin, Darkness, Fire Shizu, Megmaru, and another blue-focused team. Definitely doable. Definitely can nuke him down in, like, 3 turns if you really try. Alright, Cat, you gotta pick a spot, okay? Or don't pick a spot, whatever. Alright. Well, I mean, this was an easy video. Okay, 3 oranges. Let's have Darkness miss everything. And, yeah, we'll move on with our lives. Oh, she hit. Alright. And she hit again. Oh, fancy. Oh, there. Okay, that's easy. Alright, we can just use Cosmo's single or orb change right here. Get that taken care of. We'll bring Megumin in for Shizu. And we'll go ahead and send these. There's the full hand of blues. There's the magic changing mission. Now, do we have an attack skill? We do have an attack skill. We have Aqua. She has an attack skill on this team, because Megumin is magic changing on her ult, Cosmo is defense changing on his buff, and then Aqua, and Fire Shizu both have an attack skill. So, that's a whole lot of darkness right there. Not that I can do much about it, because there's literally no blues. So, thanks a bunch for that. Alright, well, let's get all the bad RNG out now. That way, when Jubilee happens to come around, we're not that bad off. So let's do this. That gets Aqua's ult, so then we can nuke next turn. We can use her attack skill, give us guaranteed Pierce and Pierce power, and we'll be dunsy onesies. Okay. Looking pretty good. So, attack buff. Alright, and then we shall nuke away. We'll watch Aqua. She's got some fantastic jiggle physics. Alright. And so yeah, that's the video, guys. I'd say let me know in the comments what other teams you use, but it really doesn't matter. As long as you meet the requirements, this stage is fairly easy, so... And there we go, 53-2. Cool. So yeah, that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and we shall make sure there's no more missions done, and then I will see you all later. In, like, 10 seconds. All the missions are done. Okay, there we go. Everything done in 12 minutes. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.